Coding the Matrix is complex. The equation that runs the simulation is capable of adapting to any situation. But how are the Red Pills able to hack into the Matrix? What is the simulation's program language? In a clip from the Matrix Resurrections trailer, where Neo is fighting the new Morpheus, Morpheus is wearing the appropriate attire for a dojo, but Neo is wearing casual clothing. Why? There are plenty of unanswered questions in the Matrix, and for that reason, we created this series of videos where we answer the questions submitted by you, the subscribers. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Today's first question comes from Sean JNR. I have always wondered, what language is the Matrix feed? I've never been able to get a good explanation or answer. To help answer this question, meet Simon Whiteley, the special effects artist who created the Matrix code effect in the first movie. The first element Simon used to create the Matrix code was the katakana. Half-width kana characters were used in the early days of Japanese computing to allow Japanese characters to be displayed on the same grid as monospace fonts of Latin characters. The second element used was Latin letters, and the third was numbers. The combination of these three elements is what creates the language or feed of the Matrix that we see in every movie. And according to the creator, he used multiple sushi recipes to create this language. So when you are seeing the feed, what you are actually seeing are encrypted food recipes. Now this is the creator's explanation of what this language is from a technical point. But do we have an explanation within the Matrix lore? The origin of all sentient machines is a single true artificial intelligence.
A singular consciousness that spawned an entire race of machines.
Therefore, as the source can be traced to a single artificial consciousness, it can be said that the Matrix language is the same language with which the first artificial intelligence was created, although of course, it could have changed over time. At the moment, we do not have a specific location where this artificial intelligence was created. We assumed since the primary language of the simulation is English, it may have been created in the United States. The machines could have developed their own language, mind you. Whatever the language of the feed might be, humans can comprehend it. That is, it is a programming language with easy enough rules that can be learned. It is not so far from real-world programming languages such as Python, C++, Java, among others. But not all Matrix programs are written the same. Seraph is made of golden code, which makes him different from the rest. Also, this computer language became incomprehensible to Link when Neo connected to the Matrix without jacking in.
But you found Neo?
Can't you see him?
No, sir. You were reading something, but I couldn't tell what it was.
It is also known that this language can be modified in such a way that it renders the abilities of the integral anomaly useless, as what happened to Neo in Mobile Ave.
You don't get it. I built this place. Down here, I make the rules. Down here, I make the threats.
In one of the Matrix 4 teasers, a new character mentions that he recognizes an ancient code.
Looks like old code.
This means that this computer language keeps updating, and the Red Pills can learn the different versions of the Matrix's binary language. Moving on to the next question, sent by Nasser to Joffrey. Hey, I have noticed something in the trailer. When Neo is fighting Morpheus, why does he wear casual clothing, same as in the Matrix, while Morpheus is wearing a traditional combat uniform? This is a good question that we did not consider, but it could mean that Neo is connected to the construct, but still does not accept reality. He is still wearing his blue pill clothes because he doesn't want to accept the truth. When Neo first entered the construct, he appeared in normal clothing. Morpheus explained that this was because his brain keeps a copy of how he looked in the Matrix.
Your clothes are different, the plugs in your arms and head are gone. Your hair has changed. Your appearance now is what we call residual self-image. It is the mental projection of your digital self.
So seeing a blue pill wearing their blue pill clothing in the construct is not uncommon. But the fact that Neo is fighting the new Morpheus in this dojo and is not wearing the appropriate clothing to be fighting in a dojo could mean something else. What if this scene doesn't happen inside the construct, but instead within the simulation that Neo is trapped in? Possibly this scene occurs in the Matrix, and that is why Neo does not change his clothes. Morpheus is still trying to wake Neo up. Take a closer look at Neo's attire in the dojo. It is the same clothes that he is wearing on the roof of the building where Bugs tells him to follow her, and when he passes through the mirror. This leads us to believe that this dojo is indeed inside the Matrix. This could be the first time that a blue pill would receive red pill training inside enemy territory. Very risky, because they can be interrupted by agents at any time, since the architect observes everything that happens in the simulation. This may be the only alternative that the red pills have to help Neo remember who he was, because they do not know where the machines are keeping his body. And our last question of the day comes from Microchip Mind Control. Who could be holding the gun against Neo's head in the trailer? This is one of the most important clips in the trailer. We see a nearly defeated Neo on his knees as someone has a gun pointed at his head. Although we do not have a clear image of who this gunman is, some signs point to it being Agent Smith, such as the scene where Smith pointed his gun at Neo in the original Matrix. Another important detail in this clip is that water is falling around Neo. Rain symbolizes the Matrix code. It is a common visual detail used in the trilogy. It was raining hard during Neo's last fight against Smith because it symbolized the change that the simulation was undergoing thanks to Smith having infected everything. If water is falling while someone is pointing their weapon at Neo, it could indicate that the Matrix is being changed by someone as powerful as Smith, if not Smith himself. But do you agree? Is it Agent Smith who is pointing his gun at Neo? Why is Neo wearing civilian clothing in a dojo? Leave in the comments below what other questions you would like us to answer.
At MetaCortex, we're crafting the future today, working at the forefront of a new reality, virtual, augmented, crafted for you with proprietary machine learning and AI. We are among the top software companies in the world because our employees know they are more than just themselves. They're part of a whole. That's why they've repeatedly voted us as one of the most respectable software companies on the planet. Come, join us today. MetaCortex. For us, you are the one.
For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.